Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief at 3:10 a.m. Malaysian time. After a long day, we are still in the midst of finishing the planning for 2026. A lot of work to be done. It's going to be a very, very exciting year, I promise you. It's going to be one of the most exciting years in the history of our journey together. All right. Well, as you know, I told you that I will give you 10 lessons that I have learned. And the reason why I wanted to share this, because I think a lot of people misunderstand what a new year is. A new year is not about going into a new year. It's the calendar will continue. There'll be a new year this December, there'll be a new year next December, there'll be another new year after that, and every 31st of December, every year, for the rest of humanity, will be a new year. So the concept of new year is not new. It's been around for a long time. The Western world has created it as a celebration. Billions of dollars is spent. Restaurants make money, clubs make money, everyone makes money. And I guess that's the positive side, that everyone makes money in the process of the new year. All right, the economy moves on. For traditional business, the downside for network marketing, generally it slows down. That's why I reminded all of you that don't allow your team or your network to slow down. And the only way is not to hammer them, not to hold their hands and sing Kumbaya. The only way is to make sure that Rule 3 is not negotiable, that they must complete Rule 3 for December. December must be the most important month for Rule 3. Are you with me? All right. And then I realized that the key to a new year is not the calendar moving to the 1st of January 2026. Is who goes into the new year. You see, the whole year of 2025, you were somebody. All right. And now you're going into a new year. Should you go into the new year as the same person you were in 2025? Or should you be a better version of yourself? Or should you be a new version of yourself? A complete new version of yourself? I believe the question you should ask is not what you plan to do in 2026, because all these plans will require us to adapt, adjust, accommodate anyway. What you should ask is, who are you in 2026? Who are you going to be in 2026? What are the changes you're going to make to yourself before 31st December so that on 1st January 2026, you are a brand new person? All right? And a brand new person could do the same things you did in 2025 and create different results. Do you understand that logic? So I'm not asking you to drastically change your plans in 2026. Maybe whatever you did in 2025 was good enough, that maybe you should do the same thing in 2026. However, you should not be the same person doing it in 2026. And I seriously hope you understand what I mean. That you could do the same thing you did in 2025. But if you make changes to yourself from within, and 1st January 2026, you are somebody else, somebody different, and you do the same things you did in 2025, you could create unbelievably, better results. Let's put it that way. Okay? That's what I believe you could do. Okay? However, the reason why I'm sharing my 10 lessons is because I want you to decide what you are going to change in yourself. What you're going to change before you go into the new year. What you're going to change before you go into 2026. And from the 6 lessons I've shared over the last 6 days, and today is lesson number 7, I hope that you have decided what you want to change. I hope that you have decided that, okay, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. Chief is right, blah, 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 on this area. I got to change this area of myself. I got to change that area of myself. You understand? I hope that that's what you plan to do. And I hope that these lessons, you share it with your downlines. You can summarize it. Maybe Lorraine can put a summary version of all the lessons that I've shared. And we take it from there. There are many ways of doing this. You understand? Okay? So that's the plan. So today is lesson number 7. And lesson number 7 is something I have learned over the last 27 years, listening to the wisdom of Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, listening to the wisdom of my friends and brothers and my personal experiences in life. The last 27 years has been an amazing adventure for me. A lot of things happened, a lot of good things, sad things. The saddest moment of my life was when I lost my mom. God bless her soul. You know, my queen, my life. When I lost her, it was tough, very tough. Today I remember her with such positive memories, and I hope she's watching over me, and I hope she's proud of me. Let's put it that way. All right. And you know, whatever happens to us in our journey of life, if we choose to learn from it and change and evolve, we will become a better version of ourselves. I always believe that. You cannot stop things from happening. You cannot stop people from dying. You cannot stop challenges from happening. You know, things will happen. How you choose to react is the only thing in your control. I've said this a million times. And what you choose to learn or not learn is also in your control. You understand? So from that perspective, it's interesting. Life has been very interesting the past 27 years of being on this journey. All right? Very, very interesting. I've learned a lot, but mainly I've learned a lot about other people, good and bad. I've learned a lot about myself, good and bad. And that's why I wanted to share these lessons with you. So today is lesson number 7. Okay, what is lesson number 7? I was just talking to an amazing leader a few minutes ago. And what is lesson number 7? Lesson number 7 is the olden day culture. You know, when we were growing up, all right, people will say, go and come home. You know, they don't say goodbye. They won't say goodbye. They said, go and come back alone. What does it mean? It means is those days in the village, don't come back with some, you know, bad energy, bad aura, you know, and stuff like that. Go and come back alone. Don't come back with the energy of others around you, the negative energy, the negative aura of things around you. We have so many cultural things. Come back, wash your feet before you come home, sprinkle salt over your head, pour turmeric water on your feet. You know, all of this was to protect your positive aura. Because when you go out of your house, and let's assume your home is the most positive environment that you have created with your loved ones. And then when you go out and you come back home, they said, come home alone. Don't bring everything. Don't bring all the garbage home with you. And this comes to a lesson that I will share with you today that I've learned. A lesson called detachment, which Japa and Dato Sri Vijay speak a lot about. And the first time I heard it, I said, what's detachment? You understand? Like I said, I'm your most gorgeous upline, but I never said I'm the smartest upline. It took me a lot of time to understand detachment. And I'm going to share with you this lesson of detachment so you understand it. What is detachment? Detachment is allowing things to happen around you all right, watching it. Don't allow yourself to be attached to it, good or bad. Don't be too attached to your success. Don't be too attached to your failure. Don't be too attached to the negative opinions of people, and don't be too attached to the positive opinions of people. Just don't be attached, all right? Because everything you attach yourself to affects you. It becomes you. Do you understand? So detachment is to be able to live life, but not to bring everything home. You understand? So imagine you go home, you go out of the house and you smile and you say, I love you to everyone at home. You have your cup of coffee, you have your toast, you play with your kids, and then you go out. And you go out to the real world and you face challenges. You face rejection. You face legal challenges, crisis, disloyalty, conflict among people. People attack you, all right? You walk on the streets, or you drive your car and the traffic jam frustrates you. Or maybe you're a part-time networker in the social enterprise and you go to a job and the job angers you, all right? And then on the way back, somebody overtakes you abruptly, and that makes you angry, all right? And the whole time you're driving, you're thinking about that moron who overtake you, and you said, how dare he do it? How dare he drives like that? How dare he disrespect me? You understand? And you come home, and the minute you stand at that door of your home or your gate of your home, you have a choice. What you bring home, what you bring into your house. That is ultimately detachment. So I made up my mind a long time ago that my home is my sanctuary. It's where my family is, my children grow up. And I try my best to make sure my home, I don't care how big or small your house is, it doesn't matter. As long as it's your home, I try my best to make sure that the home is the most safest, most positive, most filled with love environment. There is, you understand? I try my best to make sure that home is the best place to be. That if anyone comes into my house, they must say, wow, the energy is fantastic, Chief. All right, I feel so good. I feel so positive. I feel so comfortable. I feel so much love in this house. You understand? That's very important. And I decide at my door, before I come into my house, what I'm bringing with me. Am I bringing the positive aura, my positive experiences? Am I bringing anger into my house? Am I bringing frustration, sadness, my bad day? You understand? Or somebody angered me on the street. And I always tell people this, that your family and the people you love don't deserve the garbage that you collected throughout your day. Do you understand? Because when we go through our day, we collect garbage, we collect rubbish, we collect negativity, we collect people's opinions, we collect pain, hardship, anger, whatever, bull sugar. The family doesn't deserve it. That's your life. All right? So don't be attached to these things. Because I always believe you take your worst day of your life, you take the worst experience of your life where you were so attached to that negative area or zone that you thought your life was over and everything is over. Today, when you look back on that day, the worst day of your life, what do you look at? You survived. You are laughing, you're smiling, you're moving on with life, you're watching movies, you have a good time with your friends, your downlines, your uplines. You had a great Christmas party. You're planning your New Year's get-together with your downlines, I hope, and complete Rule 3. So the worst day of our life will eventually just become a small memory. Or sometimes laughter. Sometimes a joke. That why did I even lose my temper? Why did I even allow that to affect me? Why did I allow that person's opinion to affect me? Why could I not detach myself more? Now, detachment, to achieve detachment, there is only one thing that is required. It requires you firstly to have absolute faith in your master plan. I know, I'm mentioning master plan again. It requires you to have absolute faith in your master plan. It requires you to have faith in your master plan, that everything that happens to you happens for a reason. So there's no need to cry. There's no need to get angry. There's no need to get frustrated. And definitely no need to get attached to the problems and bring it back home. So the lesson I learned, number 7, is detachment. Stay detached. People have to be who they are. You have to be who you are. Alright? Don't allow them, the way they think, the way they talk, their opinion of you, everything, to change who you are. And the greatest story was shared by Dato Sri Vijay, alright, our great founder and upline. He said that imagine you are a glass of milk, milk, white milk, and you go out and you allow every negative issue, negative person, negative opinion to be attached to you. So you take now a drop of blue ink, which is all the negativity, or black ink, all the negativity you collected in the day. And if you are attached to it and you don't know how to detach yourself from it, it's like dropping the black ink into the milk. What happens when you drop black ink into the milk? It turns black. Now how, if you are attached, it turns black. And when you reach your house, how are you going to take out the ink from the milk? If you're attached, it has become you. That means that ink, that black ink now has become you because of attachment. Alright? And that means when you enter the house, you're not entering as white milk, you're entering as black milk. Which means everyone in the house is affected by your mood, your challenges, your problems, the garbage, the black ink. You bring everything into your home. So the key to not bringing it back home is to practice a high level of detachment. Things will happen. Choose to react wisely. Alright? People will be who they are. You must continue to be who you are. If you are a positive, happy person, then remain a positive, happy person regardless who is around you. Stay detached. Stay detached from all that is out there. The negativity, the bull sugar, the drama, the politics, the gossip, all of this is a waste of time. It's just black ink. You are supposed to be white milk. You understand? So practice detachment. People must be who they are. You should remain who you are. Do you understand? Right? So when I come to my house outside my gate, and I always do this, and you can ask Bala, who's been driving me for 15 years, more than 15 years. If you ask Bala, I will always stop at the gate and I will check. Am I bringing any garbage home? Is the ink outside or already in the milk? You understand? I do a mental check. Is my ego under control? Is my anger under control? Is my frustration under control? Is my sadness under control? Is everything under control? And only then I step into the house with absolute detachment. So when I step into the house, it's Padman Senati Raja alone stepping in the house. I don't bring anyone home. I don't bring anything bad home. I don't bring anything negative home. Do you understand? And the same applies at VCon or talking to your downlines or talking to a prospect or talking to anyone. Don't allow that negativity to do the presentation to your prospect. Do you understand? You should not allow those negativity to exist. So, detachment. Stay detached. Detach. Alright? Don't carry the garbage with you everywhere. And whatever you think is so bad that's happening, one day you will look back and laugh at it. Or laugh about it. Your worst day will just be another day 1 year from now. Do you understand? So life is very short. You have learned this. The master plan has no flaws. So stay detached. Be who you are meant to be. Don't allow the world to decide who you are. Are you guys with me? So detachment is the key. Rejection, don't allow it to follow you to the next presentation. You understand? Don't allow anything bad to follow you to the next presentation, the next training, the next power of association. Only take the good with you everywhere you go. If somebody wants to add more milk into your cup, no problem. But if anyone wants to add black ink into your cup of milk or glass of milk, don't allow it. If people want to add pure milk into your glass, take it. There's more milk to give. You understand? So carry the good things with you throughout the day. Don't be attached to the bad things. Are you guys with me? All right? So I love you guys and welcome to lesson number 7. And tomorrow I'll see you for lesson number 8. I love you guys so much.